What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic and more. And yes, we talking about boxing and round for round boxing. They got a video game that's coming out, man, and very, very interesting. And it's very, very intriguing because boxing hasn't had a video game on major consoles since Fight Night Champions, I believe. Big fan of Fight Night Champions. And, they developing a boxing game to fill the void. Instead of complaining about, not having a boxing game, they putting their resources together. They're getting fighters, they're interviewing fighters for their boxing game. And they building a roster, and they got Henry Armstrong and Gerald McClellan, two guys I haven't seen in a boxing game before, and two of the guys I would love to play with. So I'm going to link their website in the description. You can go ahead and subscribe through their website to get updates on the development. They got plenty of fighters, man. I believe Butterbean, Jesse James Lehigh, hopefully I'm saying this name right. Jeff Left Hook Lacey, Chop Corley is involved in this. And their roster is steadily growing. And it's hard to get, rights to boxers because you got to go through all this legal stuff and all the rest of that stuff. So that's what you got to remember, okay? It's going to take time. But if you guys want a boxing game, I mean, this ain't EA Sports or whatever, 2K. But, these developers are taking it into their own hands and doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that. We need to go ahead and support them. And the more we support them, guess what? The more we support them, then they're going to have better resources, okay? When they get better resources, you're going to have a better game. And I think this game going to be nice because they're taking the time and really developing the fighters, and they really, getting people involved, and they understand how to push, they understand how to push, through the new media. So that's exactly what we want. And if you go to their website, it's definitely top ranked, man. No Bob Arum though. And you can go ahead and subscribe, man. Fernando Vargas is involved. I mean, a lot of boxers need to get behind this, man. And you can look at the graphics, you can look at their social media. They have a Facebook account as well. And let's go through the roster real quick, what they got so far. Just give me 1 second. Okay. They got Hector Camacho, Sr. and Jr., Henry Armstrong, Gerald McClellan, Fernando Vargas, Jesse James. They got Jeff Left Hook Lacey, Steve Forbes, my homie from the D. What's going on? They got Butterbean, Chop, Willie Monroe Jr., Andy Ruiz, Lucas Brown, Rancis Bartholomew, Vanes Materosian, Lyndon Bundini Bundu. They got Christopher Lil B-Hop Colbert as well on there. The star of Counterpunch and a rising star, I think one of the better prospects in the world. They got Amir Mansour, James Dickens, David Grayton, Jamel Herring, the Marine, John Molina Jr., Gesta from the Philippines, Stephen Volton, Keyshawn Davis. Got a lot of different guys on here, man. And it's growing, man. It's growing. And they're going to take their time and do it the right way. And, there's one thing, we've been forgotten about as boxing fans. We've been forgotten about in the video game aspect. Like, I'm not into playing UFC. It's just not my thing. I'm trying to get into it, but I miss a boxing game. And, we deserve a boxing game on the PS4, on the Xbox One. This is what these guys are doing. And the PC. One of the most powerful things to play games on if you're in the PC. And, it's just something that's been needed to fill the void of us boxing fans that have been forgotten. EA Sports dropped Fight Night franchise for UFC. So, and a lot of it got to do with the popularity not growing for boxing. And the reason it's not growing, at least stateside it's not growing, is because the best not fighting the best. Okay. And they took them to Showtime and HBO and stuff of that nature. But now boxing coming to Fox on ESPN. I think, boxer stock is going to rise. See, the money is in boxing. You know what I'm saying? The money is there. Now it's time for the popularity to grow and be there. Now it's boxing coming on Fox, coming on ESPN, and now Showtime doubling their budget up. And then on top of this, you get another boxing game. I think it's going to catch on like wildfire. Okay. I think it's going to be a blessing in disguise. And I like the fact that they're taking their time and they're doing it the right way. Okay, you can find them at www.roundforroundboxing. And like I say, man, you got interviews on there for each boxer I name. You got the interviews on there. I think at BTMW, he got some interviews on there. I'm sorry if I butchered his name. They got the game graphics. You can look how they developing the game graphics. And like I said, you can subscribe and they're going to give you an update of what's going on. Okay. Like how far along they are, when it's going to release, or, each character they're developing. And that's the thing about it. You won't be, twiddling your fingers waiting for a boxing game to go on and not know what's going on, like with bigger companies. In bigger companies, so yeah, we're going to do this game, and then they scrap it. They don't say nothing to the public. You waiting for that game. Well, we pushed it back to 2020. All right, so you won't have that type of situation here. You can follow them each step of the way. I mean, on Facebook, they put all the interviews on there. And I think it's a very, very positive thing, man. I'm definitely gonna cop the game, man. Because I miss boxing. Like Fight Night for Champions, I can no longer play that. I don't have a PS3, you know what I'm saying? And or Xbox, whatever, 360, whatever was on. It's time for somebody to step up and give us a boxing game on a PS4. And this is somebody taking it to their own hands outside of the major developers, man, and doing it. And that's what we need to do. Same thing we done with new media and YouTube. Instead of, going to ESPN and going to Ring Magazine and Boxing Scene to get your news, now you get the real shit from the new media. This is no different, okay? This is no different at all. Now, instead of you going all the way around waiting on EA, begging EA, writing EA letters and writing 2K letters and doing all that. Now you got somebody to say, you know what? Forget all that, man. You know what? We're going to continue. We're going to take this shit into our own hands. We need y'all to support us. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to support her. We're going to buy some games. Okay, we're going to give some games out. And I want you brothers to go support what they doing here, man. And check out their Facebook group, man. They got foundations giving back to the Henry Armstrong Foundation. And like I said, make sure you go to the website. That link will be in the description. Sign up for updates, Sign up for updates so you know exactly where they at and how far along they are at, as far as the process or when you can expect the game to come out. But like I say, it's very, very hard to license boxers, get in touch with boxers, license them. Some of these fighters, some people might, that's been deceased. Some other family member might be in control of their rights and stuff of that nature. So bear with them. And they will put the best product out there for the boxing fans, okay? They most definitely will. You're going to have a great roster of fighters. You're going to have a great gameplay. You're going to have, great graphics like here where they taking their time. It's going to be a good game. And then next time we buy the game, we buy 1 billion fucking copies of this game, okay? The next time they're going to have the money to go out there and do an even more fucking amazing job. And then they can spawn off and do other stuff, okay? They can get in other games. It's about us supporting our own people, okay? Like I said before in this video, it was a void. It was no boxing game coming out. They stepped up and did that. So let's step up and support what they doing, round for round boxing. We're going to support this, man. And like I said, I'll put the link in the description. You can find them on Round for Round Boxing. That's round, the number 4, round boxing on Facebook. Y'all go like the page. Go check them out. Check the website out. That link will be in the description. Y'all know what it is, the Boxing Clinic and more. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, if you want to donate to the page, go ahead and hit the PayPal link as well. You can wait till we go live. But we always going to keep it trill. And don't forget, Boxing 101, early morning grind show, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We're going to talk some boxing. I definitely appreciate all the brothers and sisters supporting us. Support Round for Round Boxing. Let's get it in one time for the one time. And let's stay grinding, man. But much blessings to all the brothers across the way and the sisters as well. We gone.